Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, 19th of May, 2024. So we'll start off, as usual, with the synoptics. So this was midnight last night, slack air mass. It was a nice, clear evening, actually, for those that were out perhaps having a barbecue. If I can just move my thing a little bit. Run it through to 12 o'clock today, and you see no real change. Out over the northern Europe, there's quite a lot of showers associated with these troughs, but we're in a pretty slack northeasterly airflow. The problem we've got at the moment, of course, if you look outside the window, is a big wedge of cloud that's coming off the North Sea, and it's come right down as far as those. It's going to take a while to burn off. Spot winds today are indicating winds around about 050, 10 knots operating height and on the surface. So here's the actual forecast cloud at the moment. So you can see this big wedge of sea mist, if you like, that's sort of slowly thinning out as the morning goes on. And if I just run it through, you see it's literally going to hang over it probably till around about 12 o'clock, actually. So all the rain forecast is showing the showers over the northern Europe there, and we're pretty clear here and will be throughout the day, except maybe a little bit later on. If I run the actual Met forecast, rain forecast, it's clear until around about 1 o'clock. You see some of these showers coming in now off the north from East Anglia. Some of them may be a little bit heavy, and some of them may hit us and they may not, but they are going to be around. We just need to be conscious of them. I don't think they're going to bring any strong winds or anything like that, but there will be some. If we're unlucky enough, we underneath one, we may have half an hour or so of fairly heavy rain, but otherwise it's going to be clear, and it's going to be clear into the evening for the aerobatics course. Local forecast is indicating overcast at the moment till around about 12 o'clock. And I think it's going to take that long, actually, for the sun to break through. However, once the sun does come through, it's going to warm up pretty quickly and it's going to become soarable pretty quickly. Talking about 20, 21 degrees perhaps here. And the winds, as you can see, northeasterly about 8 knots on the surface. GFS indicating max temperature today of 19, maybe 20 degrees, with a dew point down around about 13. Local temperature at the moment at Lasham is just off 11 degrees, dew point just off 9, and with a light northeasterly flow. View outside the window, there's the overcast. This is the stuff we got coming from the North Sea, and it will burn off, I promise. Okay, so the METAR for Odium is just indicating 6 knots from the northeast, viz 10k or more, and Farnborough it's not much different. Northeasterly becoming east northeast. 1200 foot overcast at the moment. That's pretty well we got outside the window. They're not forecasting anything after 11 o'clock local for some reason on their TAF, but take it from me, it will burn off after about that time, and it's going to be a pleasant afternoon. If I run top Meteo thermal forecasts, it's so you can see not a lot happening. And so this is 12 o'clock local, maybe getting some weak thermals to 2,400 thereabouts. 1 o'clock local blue here till up to about 3-2. But then when the cumulus start this afternoon, they rapidly rise to a base of around about 6,000 feet actually. And the best area is going to be off towards the northwest. So this is at 4 o'clock local. They're indicating 2,000 meters. That's 6,600 feet cloud base in this area. And the best sort of area to go when we get away from here is going to be up towards Wales, Shobden, that sort of way I'd suggest. Top Meteo indicating a reasonable distance stay this afternoon, maybe. But on the south, not our usual run up and down the south coast is not going to be too good for us today. If we're going to get away, we need to go off towards the northwest to the slightly better weather. Sky sight is indicating slow rising cloud up to a height locally around about 5,000 feet, perhaps, and a light northeasterly flow. So I did put a little planned out and return on sky sight as a suggestion. So off towards Shobden sort of area and back might be okay. 4,500 feet, 350k, something thereabouts might be a reasonable task to consider. Just the cloud hasn't loaded, but it's indicating around about 4,000, 4,500 foot cloud base all the way there and back, actually. No TAMS, the usual culprits. We got 20s Barton Stacey, the live firing. 23, the Larkhill Ranges are open today. 24 is the Ash Ranges Danger Area, that's open. 26 is an air display at Henley on Thames. No Battle of Britain fly past today. And that air display is from 2 o'clock till 3 o'clock local. And 29 is the Otmore live firing. Again, 28 and 30, I did look at them, they're paragliders. So if you did venture off of that way, there are some paragliders just you need to perhaps keep your eyes open for. So operationally today then, we'll set, there's no planned movements. This GHC annual flying week, they didn't come out yesterday, it wasn't soarable enough, but I think we'll have them out this afternoon. About 15 to 20 visitors, and they'll be getting quite a few of their vintage gliders out, being a Sunday anyway. So I've put here locally soarable from 11. It may actually stretch to about 12. And when the queue does start, it'll be 3,000, but it very quickly rise to 6,000 foot mid-afternoon. Northeasterly flow all day, and we'll set up on runway 09. 1K21 is on the booking list with Jeff Clark. He's got 4 students. He's going to be busy all day. We do have a K21, 2 K21s on the K13 then for a casual list, and 1 K13 on trial lessons with Terry Dunford. The new K13 is in the workshop. That'll be out soon. All single seaters are booked, and we have the aerobatic course this evening. And just a gentle reminder about the buggies and the radios. It is working very, very well. Thank you. And the simulator, of course, is always available. So, and here's a list. There's Jeff, and he's got his 4 students. Viv's down as a student. Hopefully she'll get some SH7 flying today. I'm sure she chats nicely to her leg, though she'll get a few flights in on that. Otherwise, everything's pretty well booked. We've got 4 people on the casual list. Chris Harrison, of course, is an instructor, so he can instruct up to 1 o'clock. Thank you, Chris. So we may need some volunteers later on this afternoon. So operating then, we're going to set up on 09 Grass South, exactly as we did yesterday. Standard thing. If we have an appetite for quite a few people to launch this afternoon, we'll set up a club grid in the usual place on 09. And any heavy gliders or stragglers, I call them, not quite sure what they're going to do, but probably want an aerotow, just line up behind the aerotow point in the usual place. Okay, Ron and I will be out there throughout the day. So I suggest we get the hangars doors open, the gliders de-eyed, and we will set the runway up now on 09. And so come on out as and when you're ready and wish to. I'll see you all a bit later. Thank you. Bye.